my favorite color, green, as far as my eyes could see. The crystal clear St. Joe River. Seven bridges. And 7 tunnels. This is the ride of a lifetime. So, the ride of a lifetime had to include 2 of my favorite outdoor activities, and that's riding my side-by-side and my bike with my wife. And it had to be in a setting that was just a setting that would just take your breath away. And it also had to be at an ATV, UTV friendly destination. So I mean, it had to be at a place where we could ride straight from our cabin and ride out to the trails. And that's why I picked Idaho. So the cabin that we stayed in was just, it was awesome.
Oh, the cabin was fabulous. Definitely a cabin that Carrie and I always wanted. Log cabin, very spacious. The outside of the cabin was serene. There was no neighbors. There was river right down. Any view from the cabin was just amazing.
So we stayed in the town of Calder. So Calder is about a half hour away from Avery. And the reason we did that is because we couldn't really find a cabin in Avery that we wanted to stay at. So what we had to do is we trailered the side-by-side into Avery, unloaded in Avery, and then drove from Avery through the mountains, took the trails right to the Hiawatha. So the town of Avery is just a little town. And when I say little, the last time I checked, the population there for permanent residents was 20 to 25 people. That's how small this town is. But it has a lot of history, which is really neat. That's pretty neat. The Milwaukee Road Muscle. So these are the different engines that they used to use.
Yeah.
Wow. It's pretty neat. Can I help you, ma'am? What would you like today?
I would like a shot of whiskey, please.
We don't serve alcohol on the tray.
You don't?
No.
1911, that's all they used to drink.
Not on the train. Right now, if you look over to the left, you're going to see a road. Well, that road right there is the main road that people drive their cars and trucks out to the Hiawatha. But you can drive your side-by-side on it too. But we're gonna do another one. We're gonna take this road on the way back. So as I cross the bridge right here, if you look to your right, you see this sign that says the St. Joe River. Well, now if you look to your immediate left, you see that trail right there? Well, that's the trail we're gonna take. That trail sits lower to the river. And we didn't have a GPS. Even though I did check these trails out before I came, I knew that as long as we followed the river, it was gonna take us to where we needed to go. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we got there. So as you can see, my wife and I are not wearing helmets. Well, there is a helmet law here, but if you're over the age of 18, you don't have to wear a helmet. And my wife and I were just cruising. We felt more comfortable not wearing our helmets, but we did bring them with us just in case we needed. So what's really neat about this trail, you guys, if you're into fishing, you could just pull over. There's a road, actually several roads, that take you right down to the river, and you can pull out your fishing pole and start fishing. We met this couple you see right here. Hey, how you guys doing? Good. They were riding double on this side-by-side. It was a two-up-side, or not side-by-side, but a quad, I'm sorry. Two-up quad, and that's what they were doing. They were just driving along, following the river, and they would stop every once in a while and see if they could catch anything. Oh, look how clear the water is. Jeez. Okay, so you're going to cross two bridges like this. This is the first one. So after you cross the first bridge, of course, you just keep going. The river is going to be on the right side of you. Remember, if you don't have a GPS and you're following the same route that we took, just stick to the river. So if you look up to the right on the top, you see that trestle bridge? That's one of the bridges we're going to cross on the bicycles. That's part of the Hiawatha Trail. Now, this is the second bridge you're going to cross. So once you get across this bridge, now we take the bus. Make sure you stay to the right. You don't want to go that way. Stay to the right, and you're going to see a sign off to the right. It says Shefoot Mountain. So this is the bus route. This is the trail or the road that the buses go up and down on. So you're going to stay on this, and you're going to go all the way to the top. It's going to take you to where you need to park and unload the bikes, and you can ride from there. When you come to the top, you're going to turn to the left. You're going to start seeing bicycles because you are actually on part of the Hiawatha Trail now. And this is the bus route that takes the bikes and the passengers up to the start of the trail, and they offload right there. And that's exactly what we're doing. And when you go through this tunnel, you guys, and when you're riding up here, take your time. Don't be flying through here because there's people, and I'm telling you, if accidents start happening, they're going to shut this place down for side-by-sides also. It's not going to be like this anymore. It's only going to be for bikes. So just be aware of that. Take your time and use your brains, you guys. Don't do anything dumb. made it. What you have to do is you have to purchase tickets for the Hiawatha Bicycle Trail. And the best thing to do is to purchase your tickets online. Now when we went, it was the last day, it was on a Saturday, and it was the last day of the season. And they had already stopped selling tickets online. So right here, we unload the bicycles and we take off. Hello. This first tunnel that we went through was 1.7 miles, you guys. And it's pitch black in there, so you have to make sure that you have lights on your bicycle, and it's also nice to have a light to put on your head also. And make sure you bring a jacket, a beanie, or something, because it's about 20 to 30 degrees cooler inside the tunnel than it is outside. Now, of course, if you're Trevor or Jonathan, you guys will probably get inside this tunnel and take your shirts off and just drive through screaming and hollering. This feels good! Yep, that sucker is long. Once you get through here, you can see, now you're at the start of the Hiawatha. So this is where you can rent bikes if you want. This is where you purchase your tickets. And what we had to do since we came through this, we had to turn around and go back through it and head down the trail. But it wasn't a problem because, I mean, look at it. It's awesome.
So when he told me what he was doing, I was excited. A little bit hesitant only because of the long ride. Going down, because once you go down, you have to obviously come back up. But I knew with the e-bikes, it wasn't going to be that big of a deal because we've done it before. I was definitely excited. Green, it's always exciting, new adventures. And I knew wherever we were going to go was going to be fun, relaxing, and exciting at the same time.
right, bike route this way. Oh, there you go, babe. Yes. Something really good, you guys. There are bathrooms all along the Hiawatha, which is nice. So, got to have them. Snackage time. Time for a little snackage. The route of the Hiawatha is 15 miles long with 10 large and dark train tunnels, only 9 that you can ride your bike through, and 7 sky-high trestles. The route of the Hiawatha was named a Hall of Fame trail by the Rail to Trail Conservancy, one of only 15 trails designated as such in the country. In May of 1998, the first 13 miles of the trail were opened to the public for hikers and wilderness biking. We even saw some deer along the trail today. Pretty cool. Looks like a mama and her baby. The route of the Hiawatha was called one of the most scenic stretches of railroad in the country. When the Milwaukee Railroad was operating, the trains traversed through 11 tunnels and over 9 high trestles, covering a 46-mile route that crossed the rugged Bitterroot Mountains between Idaho and Montana. Now listen to this, guys. Now that the St. Paul Pass or the Taft Tunnel has been opened, that's the first tunnel, the real long one that you go through, another 31 miles of trail are being planned, stretching all the way to St. Regis, Montana. Isn't that awesome? Oh, I'm looking forward to that. This portion of the trail will include 1 more tunnel and 2 trestles, and will be for use by bikers, hikers, and check this out, all-terrain vehicles, horses, as well as automobiles. Oh man, I can't wait for that to happen. You won't find nothing like that in California. So, if you guys start making plans to come and ride the Hiawatha, the best thing to do is to go on their website, Route of the Hiawatha. The website is just packed with information. Pretty much any question that you have will be answered. It shows the hours of operation, when the season starts, when the season ends. Any question you have will be answered.
The ride actually on the side-by-side was fantastic. Because what I like about the side-by-side is you actually get the whole sense of everything around you. You smell the trees, you feel the air, you get the essence of what it is to be outside. So if you're on call, it's nice, but it's not as exciting as in a side-by-side. And then of course you get to stop, walk around. So I was excited about actually doing the side-by-side and then the bikes on top of that. That's something I've never even seen happen. And I knew it was going to be fun, but not too stressful, as in like physically too much for me.
The ultimate adventure, the ultimate ride. We took the Kawasaki, loaded the bikes up, left Avery, headed to the Hiawatha Trail, unloaded the bikes, and now we're getting ready to head back and go home. I'm Kerry Clark for Outdoor Madness. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode, everyone.
I'm Karen Clark.
She's Karen Clark. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up and subscribe. And you know the story. We will see you somewhere. Say it loud, babe.
In the great outdoors. I promise, I didn't mean to. I just snapped. I snapped.
All right, we'll go easy on you this time.